Can you sue the government for potholes? Hi, I'm Darrell. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Tennessee. And the answer to that question is yes, but it's very, very difficult to recover. See, governments are covered by the doctrine of sovereign immunity. That means they can't be sued unless they give you permission to sue them. And most governments have through the Governmental Tort Liability Act. Tennessee has a version of that act, for example. It gives you permission to sue the government under certain circumstances. So if you're in an accident that you think was caused by a pothole and you're injured in that accident, you have to be able to prove certain things in order to prevail. You've got to be able to prove that the government, whether it's the city of Memphis, for example, or some other governmental entity that might be covered by TDOT or the Tennessee Department of Transportation, that might be the subject of your suit. You've got to be able to prove that the government, the defendant, knew about the pothole and had the opportunity to fix it and didn't. And that is very difficult to prove. So how would you go about proving something like that? Well, you would do it through the introduction of records. You would get records of frequent repairs at that location. How many times has it been repaired in the last year, let's say? Have there been any other accidents at that location? Has anyone else hit that same pothole and had a serious accident? Have there been any calls from neighbors saying there's a terrible pothole in front of my house? Anything like that? Finally, does it meet national safety standards and guidelines? The street, I mean. All those things go into proving your case, but you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth the cost of doing that? And the answer to that is it won't be unless you have a very serious accident. It has to be a serious matter before you would go to the time, trouble, and expense of gathering the evidence to make that kind of proof, and then possibly not being able to gather the evidence. In other words, your case is not provable. Those are all possibilities. But if you have a very serious accident resulting in death or paralysis or severed limbs or something along the seriousness of that, then it would certainly be worth that effort. Hi, this is Darrell. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Tennessee, and if you've been injured in an accident, I'd love to talk with you about it. Call me right now for a free appointment or contact me at the Get in Touch form on this page.